I talked about it a little bit in the first session, is that, you know, I think we have some strengths here and we have some advantages to being in Wyoming. And I think that we will, if we can find the right employee, we have a much better chance of keeping that employee, of retention. You know, if we can get an employee that fits those skill sets and all that, that's great. But what our philosophy is, we hire people. And I really don't know how a business could do otherwise, but we hire people. We don't hire positions or skill sets or whatever. I don't care if you can fold 25 sheets a second at my hotel. If you don't fit the culture and our why, then it won't work, you know? You can't be the star performer if you don't buy into the culture. So with our team, we celebrate the people that fit the culture. You know, they're not the overachievers necessarily. Sometimes they're not the ones that are there, you know, into the wee hours of the morning. Sometimes they are, but they're the people that buy into our culture. They're the people that understand it, get it, and live it, you know, and they'll just do anything for it. And so we've done a good job, I think. We're a small company. We've got 13, 12 employees, soon to be 13, maybe more. But that's happened really rapidly. I mean, we started with, like I said, 2010, we had 3 employees. And then we grew to probably 8, and then this year we have 13. And that number is going to keep growing. As I said, we haven't even tapped into sales. Our dev team is just starting. So our team is made up of sort of myself and Fabian, who's our chief operating officer. I'm CEO and founder. We've got a chief technology officer, or a chief architect, we call him, that heads up our dev team. And we're building our dev team in-house. So all our development happens in Lander, Wyoming, which is incredible. Our dev team, I mean, Wyoming doesn't have this. You know, the stuff we're building is, we're innovating, we're building stuff. That product I was just telling you about, we're building a search mechanism for this, a proprietary search that was in, like the rumor is that Google had planned some of this stuff when they started to build the Google search engine, but it's stuff that doesn't exist, and it's really cool stuff. And so we're building things, we're innovating. We can be nimble and all those things. So we've got about 4 developers, I would say. We've got a customer service person, we've got a community manager that's on Twitter, that's on Facebook, that's talking about us, that goes to our trade shows with us. And then we've also, because we're entrepreneurs, we start other things. And so we've actually created another business. Here we are in Wyoming, in our little community. We needed an online news presence. I needed to know what was going on. I wouldn't know what was going on in our community till I saw, like, the street was closed off and there was a party happening. It was ridiculous. So in Lander, the paper came out 2 days a week, okay? We're small, but we're not that small. So a friend of mine that was a journalist was out of work. Weird, right? So I brought him in. I said, what do you want to do? And he's a different demographic than me, let's say, a little bit older. And I said, what do you want to do? He said, I'm a newspaperman. It's like, okay, well, how about you'd be a writer, you'd be a journalist in this new world. And so we created this online thing called county10.com, and it blew up. I don't know if any of you get over the mountain to Du Bois or that direction, but you'll see these stickers in the shape of this PitchEngine logo, and they just have a 10, and it's County 10. And it's blown up. We have 10,000, we deliver to 10,000 people a day through mobile, Facebook, and the web in our little county of Fremont County. And it's blown up, it's gone crazy. So that thing, we've hired 3 employees for that, probably soon to be 4 employees, probably more. And it's blowing up. I mean, it's awesome. And it's because we have the technology, we're nimble, so we can build stuff. I come with a little bit of background. Some other people come with a bit of background. You can't just start it up, you know? Some of these things need some things to come together, and they will. So anyway, that's our team, and it's people that, you know, we created a really cool environment, and in a business environment's a big part of it. Wyoming, we have environment, right? So we have the lifestyle environment. It's people that want to be here, so we have that, check. The next thing was we needed a cool working space. We needed to be open floor plan, modern, fun, cool. I think it's as cool as any workspace in Wyoming. And so we did that. Well, what happens is you get people that come to town. They come for the 4th of July parade in Lander. they come through town, whatever, they're walking the street and they walk in. Our lead developer walked in off the street. Our latest CSS guy walked in off the street. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you know, part of it I chalk up to clean living. The other part I chalk up to you know, you've got to put it's a first impression thing. We all get dressed, we look a certain way, we walk into a place because we want to give a good first impression as employees. Businesses have to do the same thing. You can't just slap a sign on a building and do business. There's a lot of planning that goes into that. You know, Steven Sullivan down here at Stio, that's not your typical, you know, slap a sign up, open a t-shirt shop. It's thought out, it's branding, it's marketing, it's all that stuff. And that's what it takes in this day and age. But you can do that with your stuff. I mean, if you look at PitchEngine, I'm pretty proud of, you know, the design we have and the way we look. And that's why the next web gives us that attention, is because of the way we do design and the way we carry it. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And I think it attracts a certain cultural thing. So we get people coming in that are already sort of the right people or the right-minded people. I think that helps. The other thing that's a big success for us, and this is one of those things that, you know, I don't know if it's PC to say or not, but I shouldn't look at you because you're, yeah, shut this off. No, I think when people from our town or from some other place, when they go and they experience business and jobs and corporations, and then they come to us, that's who we want. That's someone that gets it and appreciates it and understands what we have. If you come right out of school and you jump into that, it's okay, it's cool. You get a little bit of ambition, but I don't think they understand really what it is until they've gone out and seen what's there, you know? So, you know, I would liken it to Jackson, you know, until you've worked some of those jobs that you don't necessarily love, you're not going to be motivated to build your startup, or you're not going to be motivated or fired up to work at this other place, or work your butt off to learn, you know, I don't know, how to code so that you can work at a tech thing. I think it comes with a certain level of that. So, but our team is pretty interesting. There's a couple people from Texas, one guy from Chicago, people from Lander, but they've gone out and done things and come back. So this is their excuse to get back. And I'm a big believer. I really want to build this thing that people don't have to leave our state. They can go away and go to school. They can go do something, but this gives them a place to come back to. If I can build Googleplex and it spills over into Jackson, cool. You know, I'll do it. But that's our plan. I mean, we want to build this thing. We want to blow it up. I mean, you know, the next big initiative for us is to add Salesforce, to add a sales team that'll be able to call people and businesses and tell them what PitchEngine is and let them check it out.